Hi, for today's teardown, the UFT-422 radio. Yes, one more East German radio with this particular serial number here. I got actually several of them, including a scrap one, which will be convenient, as you will see. So it came with this real cow liver box, quite clean, and it is a little modular radio like this, as you can see, made by RFT Mess Electronic Dresden in GDR, of course. So what do we have in here, do you think? I have just to undo two screws at the back, and it will be pretty straightforward. If I find the correct size of screwdriver, it will be better. Of course, slotted screws. So nice modular radio with compact radio, at least, with built-in accumulator receptacle. So it is just a matter of pulling some seal here, and quite old school electronics. So the battery comes in a compartment here with this cap, like this, apparently watertight. We have one PCB on the top, one PCB on the bottom with some bulge wires, and you can see on the side apparently a whole bunch of little modules again. Here also, here on the front, your settings, your crystals, one more East German relay with gold and nickel contacts, so very nice to have. And it is all. So I will undo this board for you. So actually I got a scrap radio which was in super bad condition, and I was able to open all the modules here because they are sealed and soldered to the board, so we will not be able to have a look inside the modules of this radio. But luckily enough, the scrap one was really in bad condition, and I did not hesitate to scrap it completely to see the insides of the modules. So it was quite a bargain because it was cheap, and I got, I believe, if I remember correctly, 3 good radios and 1 bad one for parts. So we have this board with very typically East German components, your Frolight or Frolit capacitors, your germanium transistors with gold legs, your Mylar or polyester Coweg capacitors with this one, very good capacitors here with your little quality East German logo here. And you can, if you are expert in Eastern Bloc components, you will notice here a Soviet ceramic capacitor, golden connector here. So we have here the battery compartment, and we have actually a whole bunch of modules like this. soldered directly to the board. Here we have one Japanese part, the Toyocom crystal filter. It is just a box with more crystals inside and adjustable inductors, I believe. Nothing special. And all these modules. So you really wonder, I believe, what we have in the modules. Here are the modules from the scrap radio. So why I did put them in a box like this? Because I do not know why, but the circuit boards from the scrap radio did actually stink. Really, really, really bad. So I will do it quickly for you, show you how it looks like in these modules. You can see I did wrap them in several plastic bags, and I can already feel the smell, which is quite awful. So I will do it quick. In fact, they are all more or less the same, so it is not necessary to show you them all. So we have actually in these modules there are little circuit boards with random parts. As you can see, adjustable capacitors apparently, inductors, tubular ceramic capacitors. Here we have germanium transistor, more coils, capacitors, and they are all exactly the same kind. Except here, on this one, we have super tiny transistors. They are maybe 3 mm in diameter, something like this. Really, really unusual here, this package. So this one is worth keeping for these special transistors, but I will probably not keep every one of them because of the smell. But this one is interesting, at least. Here we have another special part, probably some, I believe it must be selenium rectifier or something like this, in a white box like this. Quite weird. Broken ceramic capacitor here. Let me check the other ones real quick. Yes, all the same kind. Bigger transistor here. It's German. Here also one more of the transistors with golden legs. And they are all exactly the same kind. There is nothing particular on the other ones, except here, this transistor, it looks like it is Thomson CSF logo on it. That code of 74 2N2218. So they did actually use some Western parts in these radios. Interesting. Okay, you get the idea, they are all the same. So, but this one, curiously, does not have the same smell. So maybe it is because something apparently ruined this scrap radio. Probably, I guess, leaking battery or something like this. And maybe did degrade the PCB material or some lacquer on it. And make that smell. I have no idea. But quite a cool device to have in a radio collection, by the way. Really nice and unusual. Quite unusual, even if you can find them on eBay at really random prices. But I am happy with these ones. I am missing, by the way, all the accessories. No handset, no antenna, nothing. Okay. So, thanks for watching. Bye bye.